Welcome back to Apex Infobot. Today we're going to be talking about all the little patch notes and the bug fixes that occurred with the new Iron Crown update that just occurred yesterday. If you're interested in knowing more about the solo mode or what I think about the solo mode, then that's going to be in a different video, so make sure to check that one out. This is particularly for the patch notes themselves and all the bug fixes. Getting right into that, the bug fixes, they fixed an issue where the assigned challenges were not resetting properly and giving rewards like they should. They fixed a bug where there was an incorrect calculation with your kill-death ratio in the player stats. I dealt with that one personally. I've seen that one a few times. I didn't really care for that at all because it was saying I had like 1.1, and I'm like, bro, no, I'm better than that, and I can do math. I know that's not right. So I'm glad they finally fixed that. They also fixed an issue where sometimes the care package would clip into the map geometry, which has been a bug fix that they fixed a couple times, which would mean that it never really got fixed, so we'll see. There was also a bug where sometimes an Apex Predator ranked player, their RP would show, would show 0 when viewing the badge in the lobby, so they fixed that. They also fixed an issue with players having connection issues when trying to join a squad that has already played a match. There are all sorts of connection issues going on. So I'm glad that they finally touched one. There is also an issue where the daily and weekly challenges would reset earlier than communicated in game, which I dealt with personally. I've seen that a few times where I think, oh man, I've got 12 hours to do these, and then I log back on, and boom, there's your next week. I'm like, whoa, I wasn't ready. They also fixed a bug where sometimes an arc star would attach to players and sub-objects at like a distance, and it would kind of seem like it would just kind of float off of them and not actually stick. There was also a bug that was fixed where the arc stars would not explode or do damage when it detonates. I can't tell you if I dealt with that or not. I mean, I love arc stars, and I throw the crap out of them, but I never really pay attention to, to make sure if I hit the guy or not. But, that's good to know. I'll blame that on all my arc star misses. There is also an issue where sometimes a player would be unable to unlock the double duty badge, and there was a bug where sometimes using a healing item while experiencing like a bad ping internet-wise, it would cause you to heal for twice as much, which sounds like a bonus, but alright, it was a bug. So those are the bugs that were fixed. There's also a few quality of life things that they added to the game. They added a death recap screen, which is actually pretty nice. I like that. It shows like the damage summary, and it also shows what kind of damage you did to them, and it shows you the player, so if you got ganged up on, you see that. And I think that's pretty nice. They also improved the user interface during the match summary to kind of show the battle pass progression a little bit better. That's pretty neat. Yeah, it definitely looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit sleeker than what it did before. So overall, I like these little changes. There is an in-game survey now. When you're playing, you might have a prompt that pops up asking if you enjoyed the last match, and they're gonna take that data and see what goes. And I guess use that information. There was also an added option to spectate your squad mates after dying, which you can already do. So I don't know how that was added. There was added an option to invite the squad in the squad tab. So I guess after the game, you could invite the squad. I haven't run into that. Normally, I just invite them individually. Now, players, oh, thank you. They should no longer lose any RP when experience a server crash or a disconnect in rank mode. But that doesn't help when you lag out or have issues staying connected. So you're still going to run into that. There was an issue that was fixed where your squad mates could not ping a friendly Wraith portal. There was an issue where players could pull other players out of a match by joining them and then joining another friend from the lobby. That is like super particular. I don't know how they find these little weird fixes but can't seem to fix the connection issues with the game. There was also an issue where sometimes a player would get left behind from the squad in the lobby after they enter a match. I dealt with that numerous times, a lot. Like, that was a constant problem. So I'm really glad to see that was fixed. And honestly, I haven't seen that yet. I've seen the code leaf and another connection error to where it'll just disband the entire party, but I haven't ran into where one guy goes in but the other party gets left yet. So that'll be really nice to see if that's actually fixed. They also fixed an issue where the players would sometimes get a party not ready error message even though they were no longer in a party. Yeah, but that was like a quick fix. That wasn't how some of these fixes seem like you're just, worrying about little things when we should be worrying about a little bit bigger. But the fixes, it should improve the overall game stability to reduce crashes, but no details on that. Then we move on to the weapon balance. Now, there's not a lot of weapon or character changes here. There actually only seems to be the, they nerfed the disruptor rounds with the alternator first off, which honestly needed to happen. Honestly, it should just be 1.5. I don't know why they took it from 1.7 to 1.55. It should just be 1.5. The disruptor rounds are still eating people apart. Like, it still takes 4 or 5 shots, and then your shields are gone. And that's if you have a level 4 shield. Like, let's not even talk about it. You got level 1 or level 2. I'm sorry, level 3 shield. If you have a level 1 or level 2 shield, you might as well not even be wearing a shield. They did adjust a few things for the RE45. They increased the base magazine size for all tiers. So now your base is going to be 16, your common's 19, rare's 22, and your epic is 25 shots. That's kind of nice. I don't know. It's one of those things that it's useful, but you've added like a bullet or two. Thanks. That's pretty nice. It also appears like they nerfed the R301. They increased the vertical and horizontal recoil on it and slightly increased the recoil pattern randomness, which really means it's just going to kick up a little bit quicker for you. And now, honestly, you're going to be getting more headshots than you were before if you had a problem with the R301 and if that thing was a laser. But, I don't understand. It's an assault rifle. So I think it was pretty good long range, but they've adjusted it so it'll be a little bit harder to shoot with. Now on to our legends. The general little fixes that they made here, they made adjustments to Pathfinders and the low-profile legends hitboxes. They fixed Pathfinders a little bit, and now they've adjusted Wraith as well. And they taking shots to the hip now does torso damage instead of doing leg damage. That should closely match the behavior of the other legends. And then they fixed a bug where activating a healing item would cancel the ultimate for legends that needed to prime it. So like Bangalore, Pathfinder, Caustic, Gibraltar, and Bloodhound. They fixed that bug. And then they fixed an exploit where players would sometimes still be able to shoot while downed. I ran into that myself. And, I didn't take advantage of it because I didn't realize what was going on. They also made an adjustment to Bloodhound. They increased the distance that Bloodhound can see with the traversal clues left by players. That's pretty nice, to 25 meters. They also adjusted the area of effect for Bloodhound's tactical to now 125 on the field of view. With Wraith, they reduced the hum audio that's playing with whenever using Wraith's kunai. And then they fixed an issue where the actions for Wraith would have a slight delay. So like if a weapon is holstered or crouching or slided while the kunai is equipped, everything would be a little bit slower, and they fixed that. They also fixed an exploit that allowed players to remove the cooldown for Wraith's tactical ability. Well, that would have been cool. I hadn't seen it on her little ult. I knew how to do that little exploit, but I didn't know anything about the tactical ability, so that's nice. Mirage, they also fixed a bug for Mirage where he was able to stay invisible and still be able to shoot and melee when using his ultimate on a zipline. Well, it's probably good that they patched that. You don't need a Predator running around. And then with Octane, they fixed a bug where sometimes his jump pad wouldn't launch for the player. That is all the little patches and all the little bugs that they fixed and all the little balances and everything that they changed. Honestly, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like everything kind of hits a little harder and I'm a little bit squishier, but maybe that's just with solo mode. Maybe I'm just, used to people missing more, and now I'm just, when I played, got used, started to get used to solo mode, I just felt like I was just getting wiped out like it was nothing. But now I've played it a little bit more. My opinion's changed a little bit, but I still kind of feel like everything just kind of moves a little bit faster now. So, I don't know. But that is apparently all the patch notes that they have. So, if you have any comments or concerns, or, let me know what you think, just tell me down in the comments below. And if you could, like and subscribe this video. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot. Thanks for watching.